Do we want this really cheap EV in Australia? This has been one of the cheapest EVs in the United Kingdom, and it's the Dacia Spring. Now, the Dacia, I believe it's a Romanian company, but it's actually owned by Groupe Renault, or the Renault Group. And it costs, for the base model, under £15,000 British, which is under $30,000 Australian. Now, you don't get a lot for your money, and it's got a few problems, but it's got a ton of advantages as well. So it comes in two versions, the Expression and the Extreme. And one's just under 15 and one's just under 16,000, give or take. So $32,000 for the upper model, which is still pretty good value for money. So what do you get for this EV? Well, you get an EV that's capable of 140 miles or 220 kilometres on the WLTP cycle, which really means you're looking at under 200, 180 to 200 kilometres. But it's only got a 26.8 kilowatt hour battery pack. 25 kilowatt hours are usable. So, yeah, it's a small battery. But it's actually light because it actually weighs under a tonne, under 1,000 kilos. Now, it will charge at 7 kilowatts on AC, which, with a 25 kilowatt hour battery, 3.5 hours, you're fully charged on 7 kilowatts, which you can do on a single phase home here in Australia. And if you want to charge it on fast DC charging, it will go at a 30 kilowatts. Yeah, look, it's a city car, all right? It's not a road trip car, although I'm sure some people might want to try it, but it's a city car. And when you consider that the average daily drive is 40 Ks, this will do you for 4 days worth without recharging, and you can plug it in at night and, by 3 hours time, it's back to full. So the entry level, which is the I've forgotten now, haven't I? Expression. That's got a 33 kilowatt motor, and wait for it. It's a mind-blowing figure. This, it will go from 0 to 100 or 62 miles an hour in 19.1 seconds. And the upper model, the Extreme, has got a 48 kilowatt motor and does that in about 16 seconds. Yeah, look, it's no speed demon. I think it's got a top speed of about 78 miles an hour or 130 kilometres an hour. So as I said, it's no speed demon, but it's a city car. You get in it in your garage, you drive down to the shops, you drop the kids off at school, you come home. That's about it. So while I'm here, could I also please invite you to click on that subscribe button and the like button? Thank you very much. This new Dacia Spring EV, it actually came out a few years ago, but this is now updated, and it's got, the base model has got a 7-inch screen for the instrument cluster, no infotainment system. The upgraded model has got a 10-inch multimedia screen. Now it does have a navigation system built in, but because it will do Apple AirPlay, Android Auto, I expect most people will be using that for their navigation system. So, yeah, look, it isn't the greatest EV, but at the price, it's not too shabby. So let's just go over some more of the figures that I've got. The extreme is £16,995, so £17,000, which is about $33,000. Now its warranty starts at 3 years, but extends to 7 years of cover if you keep getting the car serviced at an official dealer. So it hasn't got a whooping great 8-year warranty, but it's got a couple of cons. Apart from its acceleration and top speed, it's got a poor Euro NCAP rating. So it's just got 1 star. So expect that to be 1 star in Australia. But the reason for that is that it hasn't fitted a lot of these extra sensors. So it hasn't got all these bells and whistles. And it seems that in Britain anyway, the insurance companies aren't penalising it for having a 1 star crash rating. It still protects the occupants pretty reasonably well. Look, for the price, it's not too bad. Now, talking of warranty, the battery pack is covered for 8 years, 75,000 miles. I expect in this country, if it gets here, it'll be 150,000 kilometres over 8 years or something like that. So that isn't too bad. As I said, the car warranty is 3 years up to 7, but you've got to keep getting it serviced at Renault places. So the Dacia Spring has actually sold 150,000 vehicles since it was brought in 2021. So look, that's 50,000 a year. It's not fast selling, but you know, for what it is, pretty good. The model can have the option, it's a paid option, of a frunk, which is about 35 litres. Yeah, okay, you can have a frunk, pay extra for it. It comes standard with 15-inch wheels. Look, it's not got a lot of features, but it does have a 4.8 metre turning circle, which, yeah, look, that's pretty good. The other thing that it's got remote control. So you look on your app to see the state of charge of the battery. So for something quite cheap, that's not too bad, is it? Now, it does have some advanced driver assistance systems to enhance the onboard equipment. So it does meet the European safety standards for advanced emergency braking, traffic sign recognition and speed alert, rear park assist, emergency stop signal, lane change alert, lane keeping assist, driver attention warning, and emergency call. If you're in an accident, it dials off. So even though some of these models have only got a 1 star rating, it does have some ADAS systems in there. So what do you reckon? Hey, do you think that we should get something like this here? Because if it gets here, it will be cheaper. The equivalent, 16,000 top of the range, 32,000 give or take a bit. It will be a bit cheaper than that because of a variety of taxes and what have you in England and Europe. So I think it looks all right. It is small. It's great for 2 adults in the front and 2 kids in the back. But I wouldn't be able to get in the back at 6 foot. You'd be struggling with your knees up around your ears, I reckon. But even so, look for a small family car or even a second car. you've got your Tesla in the garage, and then you've got the little Dacia next to it, to pop down to the shops, because it's pretty efficient. I mean, out of a 25 kilowatt hour battery, and you can get up to 200 Ks if you're lucky. That's pretty reasonable, I think. So, yeah, should it come here? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're down there, there's that like and subscribe button. Thank you very much. Please click on them. It does help the channel. Yes. And also have a quick look in the description section for Ko-fi, Tesla referral, and a few other things. Thank you very much. And I'll see you all very soon.